All right, we are now joined on the BetQL guest hotline by Dylan Strome. He's brought to you by CD Shanahan's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Quality and comfort you can rely on. What's up, Stromer?
How's it going, guys? Good morning.
Welcome back from the West Coast, Stromer.
Thank you. A little earlier for me than usual.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you just get back from the 12-day trip out west. You're home for 2 games at Capital One. And then you're back out on the road for 4 straight road dates after that. Are you giving like the side eye to the schedule here in December? Or is this just like there are quirks in the schedule every year, you just have to get used to it as a pro?
Yeah, I think you just get used to it. We actually have had so many home games that, we were looking forward to being on the road, and then you realize how long 12 days is, and then by like the 10th day, you're like, holy, we still have like 3 more days. So, we had like 9 out of 11 there at home, and we actually play on Sunday, and then we come home, and then we leave again on Wednesday. So it's a little bit of like it says 4 road games in a row, but we do get to come home between that.
So I'm stealing this from Capitals PR on Twitter. 7 of your next 11 games and 10 of your next 15 are against Metro Division opponents. And that's hugely important because you look at the Metro right now, it's really
logjam.
It's really bunched up. And you get one of those teams in the Rangers coming in on Saturday with Laviolette coming back to D.C. So lots of Metro Division opponents. These games are critical in this portion of the schedule.
Yeah, anytime you play against your division, obviously you play them the most out of anyone, and with the way they do the playoffs now, if you're top 3 in your division, you make the playoffs. So, they're huge games coming up. I just found that out for the first time that you guys told me about 15 seconds ago. So, I'm looking forward to every time you play a division game, the crowds are a little bit louder. The road team has more fans. Obviously, it's closer. So. I know it means a little bit more, especially when you play against teams like the Rangers and Islanders and teams that, this franchise has had some rivalries with in the past. And, it's fun to play in those games. So definitely looking forward to Saturday and playing against the Rangers. So first we got to get to tonight, and Dallas is a pretty good team. So we're getting ready for that one.
Before we get to what lies ahead, I wanted to kind of get back to the long road trip and get inside Dylan Strome's routine. What are you like inside of a hotel? Are you picky? Like, I'll tell you, I'm very picky with pillows. I struggle to sleep sometimes with hotel pillows. Do you go with the flow? Do you like staying at hotels? What's it like?
I think with how many hotels we stay in, I'm not too picky. I think you kind of got to be able to adapt and sleep anywhere. So, I'm pretty easygoing. Kind of just hang out with the guys. We go to some good dinner spots on the road. It's fun to go to those places. We only go to once a year, so we go to some nice dinners, and everyone kind of gets to hang out with each other. And we had a couple of days off on the road on the West Coast and got some sun. So it's obviously it's a lot nicer there than it is here. Definitely not complaining about this weather. It's a little cold right now, but
it
could be 2 feet of snow in some places.
What was the best individual meal you had? You don't have to say the name of the restaurant, but what city was it, and what'd you have?
Oh, I'll say it. We went to Catch in Las Vegas at the Aria Hotel. That's probably my number one. It was really, really, really cool.
What'd you have?
Yeah, what was your order?
There was 7 of us, so we got the sushi for the table.
Okay.
I give a shout out to my boy Trevor Van Reems. Like, he's the big appetizer order, so he orders the appetizers for the table, and he usually does a pretty good job. Sometimes we got to give him some slack, but for the most part, he's ordering. He knows what the table likes. So we got a bunch of sushi. You name it, shrimp, tons of stuff, and then we got some steak for our main meal. We kind of split a couple of those big steaks, so it was.
What's
it was
the
a nice
bill
meal.
on something like that?
Yeah, are we getting into your pockets too much by asking NHL players what is your per diem?
Yeah, what is it?
Like, you don't have to tell us, but I'd kind of like to know.
And do you play the credit card game?
Yeah, the credit card game happens every time. That's for sure.
Okay.
Per diem isn't nothing crazy at all. I think it's like enough for maybe your portion of dinner. I would say
Portion of dinner.
Yeah.
All right, so when you have 7 guys
what do you
at
think?
Catch-
Was it about $80, $80 to $100?
Yeah, around there for a day. Yeah.
All right, Bill, hold on. Let's talk
So-
about this for a second. So if you got 7 guys at Catch and they're ordering everything, what do you think the bill is?
Let me
Like 10
pull up
G's
this
or
menu.
something?
I need to see this menu now.
No, I'm going to guess.
10 G's.
I don't know.
I'm going to guess.
They're
Say
ordering
like
everything.
1,500, 2,000.
Yeah, I'm going to guess a couple thousand.
Yeah, you're pretty close there. I think it equals out to usually around 200 a guy. Like
200 a guy,
give
so,
or take.
so 1,500.
10,000. What do
I
you
don't
think
know.
they're doing?
I don't know. no idea.
We're not at the nightclub.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
All right, so it's catch in Vegas. All right, cool.
That's the number one spot.
All right, so talk about Dallas. We were talking to Carbs yesterday about them. I think they're second in their division right now.
They are,
in
I
the
believe.
Central. They've lost 4 out of 6. Now they are playing, or they did play last night. I'm pretty sure they played Florida down in Florida, so they're coming off a back-to-back. I don't know if they won or not. No, they lost 5-4. So you get Dallas coming off a back-to-backer in your house.
Yeah, we've had a lot of the back-to-backs this year where the other team hasn't played the night before, and I think it's definitely an advantage for the team that doesn't play. So, we got to jump on them early. I think they're a really good team. They're deep. They got really, really good goaltending. So, for a team that struggled to score, I know we're going to need to get guys to the net. We've talked about that the last couple of days since we got home from this road trip. So, we need to get guys to the net. We need to get a lot of shots, I think. Like I said, a team that's struggling to score, obviously, the key thing is to make sure you're getting those chances and then kind of bear down on the chances, especially against a good team like Dallas. So, on a back-to-back, we got to get on them early and hopefully kind of take the wind out of their sails. The longer we can, keep a team like that in the game, the worse it is for us. So hopefully we can get on them early and get a couple on. I think it would probably Wedgwood because I think Ottinger started last night. So
he did, and he wasn't very good.
Yeah, 5-4 loss. But Florida's a good team, especially in Florida. So,
right.
We'll see what happens tonight. I know Wedgwood's 5-1, so it'll be a good game.
Joined by Dylan Strome from the Washington Capitals. They're in action against the Dallas Stars tonight at Capital One Arena. So the Caps just tweeted out a video of you and your teammates weighing in on who the best actor would be to play them in a movie. Do you care to share with the listeners who you came up with? And then, as an aside, 3, not 1, not 2, 3 of your teammates went with Brad Pitt to play them in a movie. Can you guess, if you haven't seen the video, who the 3 that thought Brad Pitt should play them in a movie are?
I saw the video. I know Wilson said Hemsworth. That was the one I remembered. I think maybe, I don't know who said Brad Pitt. Maybe was it Lindgren was one of them?
Chucky Lindgren was one.
All right.
Yeah. You tested my memory now because I watched the video, but I was so focused on who I said because I didn't remember because it was at camp so long ago. So
okay, I'll give you the
maybe
other
it's
2.
based on their personality and their egos.
Mantha said he should be played by Brad Pitt.
All right.
And the 3rd was Darcy Kemper.
Well, I was going to say, he's a good-looking kid.
He is a good-looking fella.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Who'd you say?
I said Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
Jim Carrey. All right, that
I
works.
guess I could see a little Jim Carrey there, some resemblance.
I'm a big fan of The Grinch, so that's where I got that.
Oh, it's a great
okay.
movie.
I feel like this is definitely inside. He's not going to know, but he looks a little bit like Pete Haley to me.
He's definitely not.
He definitely doesn't
He's not going to get that
Haley
reference. I mean, it makes me laugh, but
Now I'm going to look him up after this.
Yeah, he used to work at Monumental. Now I think he works for the Golf Channel or something, right?
ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah, he does the golf
hey,
bit.
by the way, Stromer, speaking of Mantha, that line with him and McMichael and Protas, those guys have been coming alive of late.
Yeah, they've been huge. Especially like that game in LA. LA played a lot better than us that game, and thankfully we had that line going. The other lines were kind of just hanging on, and those guys were really good. They were playing in their end a little bit and having the Kings in their zone, and that whole road trip they were really good lines. So they're big bodies. They get in there. Protas and Mantha have really good speed, and they hold the puck really well. So. They kind of have McMichael to complement them there, and kind of dish the puck out and make some nice plays. So yeah, they've been fun to watch. It's fun to be on the ice after them because usually the team's pretty tired and hemmed in their own zone. So anytime we get that advantage, that's a bonus for us.
All right, Stromer, best of luck this weekend with the Stars coming to town, and look. You can't let Laviolette and the Rangers come in here and shove it on you guys. You can't let the previous coach come in here and do that. So you got to take care of both the Stars and the Rangers this weekend. We're counting on it.
Okay, sounds good. 2 wins for us this weekend.
All right,
All
good.
right,
2
good.
dubs.
Lock it up.
All right, thanks, Stromer.
Thanks,
Appreciate
buddy.
it, man. It's always great.